Hi everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Raluca. In this video we're going to talk about the new Juvia'S collection, the mini palettes. In particular, today I'm going to review and swatch the Mauves by Juvia'S. I already did a review on the Sweet Pinks and the Taupes palettes. You can check those videos out if you're interested. Before we get started, I want to remind you guys that if you're into makeup content, you should consider subscribing to my channel. So this video is going to be all about the Mauves palette, this one right here. I'm first going to swatch the palette and then I'm going to do a look with it, so let's get started. Let's look a little bit at the inside of the palette. This is how it looks like. It's slightly different than the other two palettes because it has 4 matte shades. I'm not sure if this one is a completely matte shade. It seems to have tiny sparkles in it, although I'm not sure. We'll see how it swatches. And it has also 2 shimmers. This one looks kind of a duochrome shade. It's like a light pink with blue particles in it, but we'll see how it looks applied. This palette retails for $14 on the Juvia'S website, although you can use discount codes. I know there are a lot of discount codes out there. I personally love the color scheme. I feel like it's so sophisticated and girly. So the first shade is a dark matte, kind of a plum shade. Yeah, it's kind of a purplish brown. Next up we have this rose pink. Oh, this is so beautiful. It seems to have little sparkles in it, but it's not noticeable at all. Next we have this dark plum. It's quite similar to the first shade, although it's a little bit darker. Okay, second row we have this light rose pink. This one looks very wearable and toned down. Next, let's see this duochrome here. I think this one I'm the most excited about. Oh, so it's not like a regular shimmer, it's kind of a glittery metallic shade. It's also duochrome. And let's see this last one. Oh, this one seems to have golden sparkles in it as well. I don't think this one is a regular shimmer either. It has little golden glitters in it. So these are the swatches up close so you can see the shades. I already have a look in mind to do with this palette. But the color scheme is really beautiful, really sophisticated, but wearable at the same time. When I first saw this palette, it kind of reminded me of the Berries, another Juvia'S palette. But let's compare the two a little bit. This is the Mauves and this is the Berries. There are some similarities between the two. I feel like the Mauves compared to the Berries is a little bit more toned down and wearable. This one has a little bit brighter colors. And also the tones are quite different. This one leans more towards pinks and this one leans more towards purples. Although there are some shades, like for example this one in the corner looks very similar to this one, but again, this one is a little bit more berry toned and this one leans more towards purple. Something like this. Today I want to do a halo eye and I will try to use every shade of the palette. But first I'm going to prime my eyelid and I'm going to use my Catrice Liquid Camouflage Concealer and apply a little bit of that on my eyelid. And then I'm going to blend it with a Makeup Addiction large shader brush. I'm not going to set it so the colors will look more vibrant. I'm going to take a small crease brush like this. This one is from e.l.f. and I'm going to take this darkest shade of the palette and I'm going to stamp this in my outer corner and inner corner to create that halo shape. This one is really pigmented. And also in the inner portion of my eyelid. I know it looks weird right now, but it's going to look good in the end. Now I need to blend this and I'm going to pick up a Morphe M507 brush. This is just a small blending brush. And I'm going to pick up this shade in the middle. This mauve, pink, rose, whatever you want to call it. And again, I'll dust off the excess. And I'll apply it above the dark shade that we applied. And I don't put a lot of pressure on the brush because I'm trying to blend this. And it seems to blend very easily. And the tone of this shade is so gorgeous. I'm basically blending all the sides of this shade. And also the inner part as well. I'm adding a little bit more of that dark purple to really intensify what I've lost through blending. I'm going to take the concealer and the shader brush again, and I'll conceal the middle of my eyelid. So I'm concealing the center of my eyelid to create that halo effect. I'm using my finger to blend this. Okay, now I'll apply this shade on the sides, leaving the center bare, so I can apply this lighter shade in the middle. And I'm going to take a flat eyeshadow brush, so I'll just apply this on the sides of the halo. So all these shades are so gorgeous, they have such a beautiful tone. And this light duochrome is going to go in the center of my eyelid. Again, I'm using a flat eyeshadow brush. This is a Morphe M124 brush. I hope this applies well with the brush. It seems to not pick up the color as good. Yeah, I can work with this, although I think it will look way brighter with the finger. It has blue greenish particles in it, but at the same time it kind of matches the other shades because it's duochrome, so it's pink and greenish at the same time. There are two more shades that I need to use, this one and this one, and I'm going to apply them on the lower lash line. I'm going to start with this darker one first, and with a small blending brush I'm going to dust this on my lower lash line. And I'll connect it to the top part in the outer corner. And I'm going to blend it using this lighter pink. And by the way, the mattes do have a little bit of fallout in the pen, if that's something you mind. I personally don't. I'm gonna go and finish this look off camera. I'll apply some mascara and false lashes, and I'll also do my lips, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and I applied this mauve pinkish lipstick and lip pencil. As a conclusion for the Mauves palette by Juvia'S, I really fell in love with this one. I feel like out of the 3 new mini palettes, this one, I'd say it's my favorite. I really love the color scheme, and I don't know, as far as pigment and blendability goes, they are all amazing, but I don't know, this one has that something that really caught my attention. I think it's because I really enjoy the colors in this one. It has these really girly, sophisticated tones, which I'm really in love with. If this color scheme is something that you like, I'd say go for it. It's so worth it. The quality is amazing. So that's everything for today's video. I really hope it was useful. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out a lot. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you are, and I hope I'll see you in my next video. Bye!